I'm thrilled to be here with the Mannings Farm team, winner of the Dairy Farm Challenge, part of Hack.Asia, the 36-hour online hackathon, part of SIS Startup Impact Summit. And I'm gonna start off with you, Avin, straight away. How do you feel after the hackathon?
Well, I think right after we were just sort of mind blown. We didn't expect it. We didn't see it coming. So it was a bit of everything. We felt a bit anxious because when the name Mannings Farm got announced, we were like, we have to pitch again. So it was like, oh, do the entire thing all over again. But I think just that moment, all of us looked at each other. We held each other's hands. We were like, this is nuts. This is insane. All the work paid off. I think there was a sense of fulfillment. We were able to achieve something. But I think we didn't have any expectations going in. It was just for fun. And it turned out to be something more than that. So I guess that summarizes how we felt.
Yes, and congratulations. Talking about achievements, there were over 800 students, startups that applied, right? And then there were over 80 teams in the semifinals. So you won the Dairy Farm Challenge. Amazing. Now, for all the audience out there who did not listen to your pitch, I'm gonna throw the question back to you. Pitch, can you give us your 30-second elevator pitch?
Yep, sure. So starting now, the biggest problem that retailers face today is making data predictive. Here comes Mannings Farm, Mannings' first ever all-in-one predictive platform that combines both a data analytics dashboard as well as an all-in-one health and fitness app that will lock in sales for consumers. How this works, first of all, is we use machine learning. And we don't come here to play because we have the student who's amazing at computer science using both Microsoft Azure as well as his own architecture. On the other hand, we have health and fitness apps, which is why we created for Mannings, because currently the application is not optimized. Combined together, we have Mannings X, Mannings' first all-in-one platform that is guaranteed to provide a 5.6 times return for Mannings. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. That was a tall building, right? Long elevator ride, but fantastic. Very holistic solution. I agree. Swati, let us understand, why did you decide to join this hackathon?
Yeah, so firstly, because I love developing products. I've been participating in a lot of product hackathons in the last 3 months. Had amazing experience. That also brought me to Hack.Asia. Secondly, I would say the kind of exposure that you get in startups hackathons, like hearing to all amazing speakers within 2 days. And then thirdly, I would say like connecting with a team, like totally new people, learning from them, and just conceptualizing something right from ideation phase to a prototype. I think it's an amazing experience, great learning experience.
Fantastic. You had great expectations. I hope they were all at least met. Fantastic. Now, I'm sure there were also some challenges along the way, right? Pitch, what would you point out here? What were the greatest challenges you faced?
So actually the greatest challenge was pivoting. So initially when Mannings Farm came in, surprisingly, it wasn't anything like analytics or health and fitness app. It was actually a gaming application, which is based on a farming idea, which is why Mannings Farm. And ironically, it became Mannings Farm because, Dairy Farm and Mannings, it still made sense even though it pivoted. When we decided to pivot, it was at 5 p.m. on day 1, and we're supposed to submit the submission on 1 p.m. the next day. But this was because we spoke to 3 different mentors, actively approached them, got their advice, and actually found out that the main problem that they were facing is more about data than simply an app. So that's why our biggest challenge at the beginning was deciding if we were going to pivot, but luckily the risk paid off and they were really happy with our solution. So that was definitely the biggest challenge.
Great, but great how you mastered that. You really took advantage of the mentors. Is that also one of your biggest key takeaways, Avin? Was it the mentors or overcoming the challenge?
She sort of stole my point. No, that was a great, I think just complimenting what she said, Pitch raised a really important point. As a key takeaway, just to summarize, really it was pivoting. How do we, I think the main point, it was testing and iteration. So it wasn't just we go with our baby idea, and we actually sort of we're working on it prior to the competition because the prompt was released. But when we got to the competition, we were like, hey, all these mentors are telling us to do something completely different. So it was good we actually tested the idea, got a ton of feedback from a lot of people. And with that, we were able to iterate and say, okay, this is not the right thing for us, change. And just cutting off our baby, which was Mannings Farm, the initial app, that was hard. That will hurt for all the startups in the future, definitely. But I think it's the ability to let go and start afresh and just have that change in thinking that really helped. Yeah.
That's brilliant advice. Yeah, that's why we say, build a prototype very fast, because if it doesn't work, it's easier to throw it overboard, right? And we start from scratch.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Is there some other advice, Swati, that you would give anybody who's thinking about joining a hackathon or who decided to join a hackathon?
Yeah, I would strongly advise like students and innovators to just go with the flow, just grab any opportunity of hackathons that they are getting, and just go with an open mind, just that you're learning, and just keep on, create something new.
Just do it. I love that. That's wonderful advice for sure. Now, I'm really curious to understand if you guys have already decided what's next. Are you thinking about building a company now around your solution? Are you going to work with Dairy Farm? What do you think? What's up next?
Okay, maybe I can go first then. So interestingly enough, I'll actually be joining Jardines as the JET in September. So JET's the executive trainee program at Jardines. So that was one of the reasons when Pitch said, can you join our team? I was like, yeah, for sure, because it'd be a really cool opportunity to learn about the company from a more internal perspective, to see what sort of systems that are in place. So that's my take going forward.
Great, fantastic. So reinforced your decision.
Exactly.
Yes, Pitch. What about you? What's next for you?
So going forward for me, I'm currently graduating by the end of this December. So during the networking event that actually Hack.Asia had after the hackathon, we were actually able to connect with Gordon. So he's the CEO of Mannings X, and he even expressed interest to talk to us afterwards. So hopefully after maybe a few meetings, we can talk to him, share more about the solutions, and maybe see if they can help implement it as well.
Yeah, it's really great, right? We have the top management of the different business units of Jardines and also some of the other partners, HSBC, Accenture, Microsoft. Great that you were able to connect with them. Swati, what's next for you?
So I'm joining McKinsey as a management consultant. So I will be focusing in consumer retail. So I think key takeaways like working on the retail challenge. Yeah. And we can also collaborate later, on some startup idea, leveraging all the work that we have done as of now.
Fantastic. Yes, keep your startup passion for sure. Once again, huge congratulations for winning the Dairy Farm Challenge. That was Mannings Farm, and I had Pitch, Avin, and Swati with me. Thank you guys, and all the best for the future.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.